Hello. Okay, he's here. Let me find some. Yeah, exactly. Let me see if I can. Switch here. Okay. So, yeah, I just have this. I'm using this new Meld Studio thingy. Trying. This is the first time actually streaming on that. And yes, he's here. I should maybe post about this too. But let's see. I was working on the UI for some of the firing system stuff, so I was thinking, okay, let's do a cozy stream and try this out. Can't hurt, right? Yeah, the way you can stream to vertically to YouTube right now is super weird. But I'm just refusing to do it the weird way they want me to do it. I'm just streaming to 2 keys and then I'll just leave it with that. It most likely won't work, but maybe I should just stop that vertical stream because, yeah, exactly, it's not showing up. I don't know if I can. Let me see here. Where was I here? So like this, and then let's do like this, and this, and this, and then we can do like this, maybe. Yeah, it's only this one. But yeah, fine. Anyway. Because else I have to. Wait a second. Can I maybe do? No. This one. Okay. Just gonna try something there. Schedule a stream. Process settings. Wait a second. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. How to start? Wait a second. Very cool. So let's see here. Okay, maybe it's working now. It says preparing stream. I don't know. Hello, BSA. Are you off which channel? What? Are you off with the channel? Oplitz, or what it's called? I know about him. He was actually one of the first YouTubers that wrote a DM to me in on Twitter back in 2020 when the game came out. He was the first big streamer playing the game. Oh, okay. Maybe it's working now. Okay, see here. Now there's actually 2 streams. There is the horizontal one and the vertical one. Let's see. The problem is that I cannot see how many viewers we have here in this Meld Studio thing. Yeah, and Keldusar, does it show up as a a short thing, or does it you know, with the chat going on in the bottom, like chat test, like the chat going over the, you know, over the layout here. Hi, Medai for Will. Let's keep it in English, but hello, Will. Hello from Germany. Hello. Okay, let's see if this will work. You are at the bottom, behind the chat, and on top. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it is the vertical format, and you can see stuff up here and everything. But does the... Maybe I should check it myself. Maybe that's easier. Just quickly, and then we actually get to the stuff. Where is it here? See, that's the wrong one. So where's this one? So where? Okay, yeah, okay, I see here. And you can, okay, hearts and everything. Okay, perfect. Hello, Racing Man. Okay, exactly. That's how it's supposed to work. Okay, cool. First time actually triple streaming. So let's see how the view count goes on the vertical one. Anyway, I'm not keeping track on that right now. I'll look afterwards. But anyway, hello. So what I've been working right now, maybe we should just start off with this little thing. If you haven't seen it, I posted this this one, the developer news, February 2026, and it's basically about me continuing on the firing system. And the status on that is actually that visually there's nothing much change. I will show you in a moment how it works right now. But behind the scenes, I've done a lot of stuff to make it work better and work in multiplayer. It didn't before. I was just playing around with seeing how it could work. But then I spent the time making it work in multiplayer. Right now, there's no restrictions, so everybody can do everything. Yeah, that's another thing of UX feature, you could say, and how it works in the game that I would look into later, because it's just a matter of restricting certain people doing something and stuff like that. But anyway, so the foundation should be working now, and when I say the foundation, that is, and maybe that's easier if I show it. So let me show you how it works now, and then I can show you what I'm actually working on, because what I'm working on right now is the UI, because that's the biggest issue actually right now, biggest challenge. And apparently starting the game too as a challenge. Okay, here it is. Maybe I should unsubscribe from a lot of mods because it takes a long time to load. Anyway, I like to use this one as a testing thing. Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay, so the way it works right now, and I think we'll take some firecrackers first because it's easier to see, or rockets, so it doesn't really matter. But the way it works right now is that I put some fireworks down here, and then I'm switching to this firing system tool. I might change the location and how you switch and how you do it, but the point is that you can go up to stuff, to items, and then you select a module and a queue. to kind of group things. And as you can see here, the outline here changes the color, which also happens here. You can see that the color of this little UI thing you can see here is the same color. And the module is a way of grouping things together. And the cues are different cues inside that module. So let's just go with 1.1. If you just forget about this one down here right now, because that's what I'm working on. But right now you set the time by pressing these buttons here, which is slow and why I have to change it. But anyway, so yeah, and this if I just do 2 more, if we just do like this, oops, and this, so like that. So now I have 3 modules with 1 firecracker connected to each of them. And these module and cues, when they are added here, they are also put into this firing system here, where they are ordered by time, of course, and you can see the color over here, and you can see the module and the cue ID. Again, all this UI is stuff that I'm working on because it's yeah, it needs to be easy to use, and right now it's not super easy to use. So anyway, so you see the sequence here, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and if I change it here to like 5 seconds, it also updates over here to 5 seconds. So that kind of makes sense. And if I hit play now, it will start, and this will go off at 1 second, at 2 seconds, and 5 seconds. So that's all good. So when I say things are in place, the in place thing is that we have the module and cue system that is on each item. And now we become a little technical, but this is a technical live stream, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, so an item knows which a piece of fireworks knows which module and cue it's listening to, and this system in here is in charge of having a time on it. So this sequence here is basically a controller that says, okay, at 1 second, module 1, Q1, fire. Second 2.5, module 2, Q1, fire. And so on, so on, so on. So this one knows about modules and time, and these only knows about the module and the cue. You don't really have to think too much about it because you can set the time here to make it easier, but internally works differently. Anyway, Petrol is like creating a delay between the fireworks. Yeah, exactly. And down to the right now, you can see that it's changing. It's being changed a half a second at a time, 500 milliseconds per time. I don't know how low we should go in that because, you know, how precise we want to be. But right now, this is just the measurement. But basically, you could go down to the millisecond, really. So yeah, you can see it as a delay, basically a delay from the start. But you can also see it as, you know, you have a later on, hopefully, you have some kind of music clip, and you know at 24 seconds, 0.24 milliseconds or whatever, some beat happens and you need something to go off there. So it's, you can see it both as a delay or a specific time in that timeline you would, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, we can and we can actually save this right now. These information and that, yeah, the module and cue on this item is saved in the blueprint already, but this sequence is not. But I'll fix that so you don't have to worry about that once it get to test it. Okay, so if I play now, you can see it count down in the top there, and then it goes 1, 2, and then 5. Oh, 1.5. That was it. So if we load it up again, should turn down the sound a little here for me, at least I'm a little loud. Now we are back again. So 1 point, let's, to make it more equal, let's make it 1 second and 2 seconds and 3 seconds. So we have like boom, boom, boom. And let me just save that. Again, this is the most boring show in the world, but anyway, you get the idea. So it counts down again. Ta-da! So, and actually right now, because eventually I want to have, you know, some kind of music thing linked to this, so you can time stuff to sound. But right now you have to do it manually, you can say. So maybe have Spotify ready, and that's the reason also that it counts down. It's time to give it's to give you time to get away, and also you have these 5 duk duk duk, and then on the 5th it starts, so you can time that with play key. It's a very pragmatic or I don't know what to call it, simple solution to that, but that's just one way to make it easier for you to time it right now when the sound is not inside the game. Hello, Super Pyro. Okay. So what I'm actually working on now is this UI, because this UI is not super great. Especially this one is annoying. Because what if you need to go to 1 minute and 24 seconds? You don't want to do that. So therefore I was thinking, having, instead of having these dots here, or these plus and minus, it would be nice to have a wheel, so you could easily just go up to where you need to go quickly. We could even have one for seconds and one for minutes, but again, realistically, free text. Realistically, you're not gonna create a show that is hours long, so it will be minutes and seconds. And I don't know if this is, I don't know. But, and also this also translates great to a controller, I guess. Like you can eventually go down, say, okay, now is the time you're selecting, and then you just scroll with your thumb. I think I have an idea that will work pretty well. What is actually annoying me right now, because I just started on this, that is that turning it right, meaning, you know, clockwise, is extracting things. In my mind, you know, going right should increase and going left should decrease. But anyway, so that's actually what I'm working on right now. So yeah, welcome to the stream. But anyway, so that's the firing system right now. Super simple, but it have the essential stuff, and it's also, as I said, working in multiplayer. And everybody can, clients can also change these numbers, and clients can also change the modules and the time. Of course, as you can already guess, letting the internet into your game and let them do everything is gonna go bad. So that's also why at a later point I need to change it, so you can, as a host, you can kind of control who can do what. But in most cases, when you're building kind of a show like this, it will be with people you want to build it with, because it needs to be, the point is that building a show should be something you do together. But then you could say, okay, and that's another thing I'm not gonna think about yet, but what if you want to have your own firing system thing in a game? Right now it's only one in the game, so it's only the host that can do it. So I might have to rethink that if we have a demand to do individual shows. But anyway, lots of complexity into that. Right now, I just want to make it host only because it's the simplest, and then make it easy to use. And that's what I'm working on right now. So that's it. Oh, maybe I should, oh, damn it. I should have shared the stream before. Okay. Anyway, I'll do that now. So do like that, and also here, boom, boom. Told ya. You said told ya. Told you me about what? I'm a little confused. Stream announcement. Yeah. I'm always forgetting it. Hey, I don't know, Libro M7G. Hello, Timo. Okay, it does make a difference if I announce it. That's good to know. And we could do something like this. Up. Yeah, getting fancy. Let me just... It's so hot. Oops. Ooh. Anyway, very hot in here. Yes, I'm the owner and creator of Fireworks Mania. That's correct. Oh, I also forgot about... I should do something like this. So I can... Let's see. Let's see here. Can't I ping? Ah, damn it. Hello. Is Caprix. So yeah, cast spotting. I'm the creator of Fireworks Mania and actually working on now. Why did... Okay, wait a second. Just wanna... Because I saw somebody else do this and that was actually a pretty good idea. Get Fireworks Mania here. And then I should be able to ping... Whoops. Pin this message. Yes, okay. Okay, cool. So that should now be in the top of the stream. Pin message, okay. I don't know if it keeps pinged from stream to stream, but anyway, now we try this. Okay. Can we be friends on Discord? No, I want to keep my friends on Discord to people I actually do know, so sorry, but you can join my Discord. Why the game is not on Google Play and is on Money? It's not on Google Play because it's not made for phones, and yes, it costs money. You can see the link I just put in there. I'm Cars. Okay. I need to move on with this. Okay, so what is annoying is that it's rotating the wrong way. When I want counterclockwise to be positive. Since last this year, so it's okay. So pointer down, pointer angle, data. Drag. Where is that set? I think this is the one. Okay, degrees here. Rotating delta degrees. Axis. Okay. Angle. Calculate the shortest. Okay. Maybe I should just commit this work in progress on radial knob UI controller, because I want to ask AI to help with this, because I'm very bad at the math stuff. You know that guy on DC Discord? I'm Cast. I cannot. Maybe we are already chatting. I cannot remember. I'm chatting with a lot of people, so I cannot. And people are called something on YouTube and something on Discord and something else on Twitch, and you know. How to create game like this? Well, start learning how to build games. Just start simple, basically. Yeah, it's $14.99 right now, because right now it's not on sale. But just add it to the wish list and then grab it when it's on sale. It's on sale multiple times a year. Just a second. Back again. Let's see. Okay. So it's this delta thing. Sign small angle between. I wanna have. I wanna see what this is. So when I drag the mouse, it should, okay. Last pointer angle, and then angle, and then the delta. What time do I think the firing system will be in public testing? Hopefully doing, as you can see here, it's working a little. It's a very, very, very basic version. But as I wrote in the developer news here yesterday, why is it so long about starting? No. Anyway, I expect to push it out on either I will put it on the experimental branch, or I will do a specific branch for this. And I think actually, the more I think about it, I think I will put it on a special branch, because the first initial testing of it will only be kind of the hardcore ones that want to help, so they can switch to another branch and test it out. And also because we might need the experimental branch for some other testing that is also going on in the sideline, because there is some other issue with upgrading Unity and some FPS drop thingy that, yeah, working on. So doing mods at some point, basically I could put it out now, but there's too many problems that I already know is a problem, so it makes sense to wait with that. Okay, maybe we should just do like this. So we're turning this way. Okay, so how do I reverse that? No, it's not right. Turning it, turning the knob clockwise. Okay, when channel then, so that's turning the knob clockwise creates positive delta, and turning counterclockwise creates negative angle deltas. I don't know if this will work. Let's see. It can be cool to create Fireworks Mania 2. Yeah, at some point. Yeah. This game is 5 years old now, but it's not like, you know, I have worked on it, so it's much different now than it was 5 years ago. But at some point I would like to do a Fireworks Mania 2, because there are a lot of technical things, and there are also some other changes I would like to change in game that I cannot change right now in the current game for various reasons. So at some point, yeah. Is there currently a way to set delay in milliseconds? No, Timo, there's no way to do that, and that is what this firing system is helping with doing. Right now you can only do the fuse things, which were basically just meant to be kind of a quick way to set up a little show, where this one is more time consuming. That's when you want specific time. Okay, let's see. Now I didn't even see what it changed, but anyway, so they just said delta here. Okay. Was that the only change? Okay, so just about negative. Okay, so maybe, but maybe I should then change it to actually. Okay, maybe. Okay, so if it's only a matter of changing it to negative, then I guess we can do this instead. And here too, maybe? Not the visual. Okay, it's not the visual angle that we want to change here. It's actually... It's this one, actually, I think. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but... Okay, let's try. The math in this... That's what I'm not good at. That's a good idea, but hard. Virus Mania 2 Unreal. No, it will never be Unreal. But there's a lot of different things that have come to Unity or have matured in Unity after I started on this that can both help with performance and visual styling and graphics. So just recreating or updating a lot of some of the stuff can help a lot of these things. But I don't think I can. Some of the things I cannot do, and some of the things will be very hard because I also have mod support. So all the mods need to work too. So yeah, so it's a bigger thing. I'm working on Kushvi Pyro. I'm not sure how to say that, but sorry. But I'm working on some UI for this firing system thing. Hey! Oh my god. I changed the plus to a minus and now the other way around. Okay, so when it's turning right now, it's turning up. Okay. And of course with a mouse controller, I think a mouse controller using the scroll wheel here would also be nice. You just hover over this and then scrolling up, it would just turn. But that's the next thing. Okay, so this is pretty nice. So let me just try something. So let's see here. So we have this editor here, and then we have the radical. We need to go to the UI. That's the UI component. Let's just take it in here. Let's just do like this. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's just take it in here for now. So let's open up this, because this needs to not have anything here in the prefab itself. And then back here. And then we can go to this. I like to try and to have it on the other things. So actually it could be funny to have the time buttons gone. Whoops. Why can I something like that? So the time buttons I have here, and then we have the time vertical knob, which should then untick. Okay. Damn it. Wait a second. We actually do want it. So this one, and then we have this one, and then play sound. So that's kind of a default behavior in the prefab. So that needs to happen for all of them. What? Yeah, revert, boom. So we have that one. Cool. Okay, so then we need to have another here. So we want to go here, and then we want to have file system and adjust time to go up and up. And I need to create a new method here because we don't want pop. So it's just because we want to just so I remind myself that these are obsolete, and the same with this module index and Q index. It's just I want to try and use this knob on everything. So that means I need to have a module index here. So if Q index, this one. Why is that not in the? Okay, anyway. So let's try this. Let's try with the module index first. So let's say adjust module index int yeah, direction maybe. So that would be this one. Module plus this or minus blah blah blah. I can actually also just do like this here. Let's just do this for testing. So I have an adjust module index that takes in a direction that is +1 or -1 to go up and down. And yes, and we can just do the same for the adjust Q index in direction, and then we take this one and we do like that. Boom. So I think that should work. Let's see. Yeah, the knob is just a visual because before I had, you can see here, before I had plus and minus buttons, and it's very slow if you need to go up far. It's much easier to rotate. And also thinking about controller support, I think I can make it in some way so you can just select it and then turn the right knob to increase it easily. In a value time will be nice for PC use keyboard. Yeah, so that could also be for mouse and keyboard. That could also be a type function really. Yeah, but that's all the stuff I'm working on now, making the UI easy to use basically. So let's do this and let's say Q. And that one needs to set the adjust Q index. Module index. So something like that, but it will also be the other way around. Now it's just, I'm just doing like this just for testing purposes. Let's see if it works. I never done a controller like this before. And maybe this knob thing is not usable for module and Q. I don't know. But at least clicking on these plus and minuses takes a long time. But if you're still here, Timo, I can just, because I did the mistake of showing how the current system works. Before I put the stream announcement on the Discord, so So that was a little stupid, but I can show you again now here. So we can just load up our, now maybe I should just show it again. So let's take here. So the way it works is that you have some fireworks. I have these 3. And let's this time, do I have, I don't have any of the good stuff. Anyway, so the point is that you put some fireworks down and then you use the firing system tool. If you get it from here or some other, I don't know. But anyway, you get some kind of way to get into this state where you can do some fireworks system thing. And then you go up and click on it, and then you knob your way to whatever you want it to be, 1 second, for instance. And then you go to this one, which will start on what you had in the last one, and then you up that to 2. So here I can already see that this one needs to go in much bigger steps. So like slower. Anyway, but that's you, I think. And you can see the time, the color changes here. So it matches the red here and the blue there. And then we go for module 3 and then time 3 here. So, okay, I can already feel that the time here, that's much easier now. It's actually really good. It feels okay, actually. Maybe the knobs can be bigger and maybe they could be arranged in another way, but I think actually it works pretty okay. Anyway, so then you have this. You set this up on each of the items with module and Q. Then you go in here in the firing system, and then you have the same thing in here, where you can see the color over here and the time, and you can change the time here too. You can see the module and the Q number. And when you then hit play, it will count down, and it will go off in 1, 2, 3. So like that. So perfectly timed. So if it's a knob or if it's and the reason I can load it now is because we did it before, so maybe the times are different here, I can't remember. Oh, it's the same. So we can also, let's do we have just to have some other fun, so we can have kind of a, so Q2Q here. So it end up with that. Yeah. So now there is module 2 Q2 at 3 seconds, but that's also in 3 seconds. So let's do it. Let's change it to 4 seconds for module 2 Q2, 4 seconds. And because they have the same, this is also 4 seconds now. Both of them are updated in one go because you can only have one time. So you can have thousands of fireworks, but the module and Q would have one time, you know. Makes pretty good sense. So let's try again just for the fun of it. So now we expect it to go 1, 2, 3, and then these two goes off after 1 second or 1 second later. You see? So that's kind of the, now this is very, very simple, but this is the idea. So this is how it's gonna work. A way to set exactly, let me just do this here. So thanks for the info. A way to set exact image is a must, to be honest. Exactly. Is a bit long for some situation. Yeah, so but right now it's just 0.25. It can change it. It could be down to 1 millisecond. So that's not a problem. It's just a matter of what I decide, or I can make a setting so you can make it more gradual or something like that. So is there currently a limit to module and queues? There is a limit to there's a limit on 12 modules now, as I remember. See here. But it's just a limit I set, basically. So that kind of is a little challenging. But the queue, I think, can just... Okay, 36 is the max right now. And I don't know if we should have no limits on that or not, but I just put in a limit because sometimes limiting things makes people a little more creative, if that makes sense. Because what you can also do, okay, there's a long way down. Actually, we could have one knob that turns 1 second, and then we can have one that does 50 milliseconds at a time, or 10 milliseconds or something like that. So we can do a lot of stuff here. The data behind can store down to milliseconds, so it's not a problem. I was just thinking, what was I thinking? Okay, I lost it. I cannot remember. Yeah, okay, so let's maybe change, because the module and the queue needs to be so 45. So maybe that should be 45. Actually, it should maybe be 90. And this one should be 45 maybe. I'm not actually sure it works like that, but let me try something here. Can I change the time in the overview as well? Yeah, you can change the time in the overview as well. And right now I have these buttons. I can show you in a moment. But the problem is that it's ordered by time. So right now when you are scrolling up and down, it moves it up and down while you're clicking it, and it's terrible to use. It's completely annoying. So maybe I need to change that to so that you select a sequence and then kind of edit that, and some UI pops up with these wheels, so you can turn your way to change the time, and then it will move up and down, but you're still editing that one. I can show you right now what the problem is here. Yeah, so right now the sequence is not saved in the blueprint. So you can see when I load this up, they all remember, because that's a part of the blueprint, they remember the module and queue, but the time is gone because this one is gone. I did make a little cheat command to get a quick list of things. So it's just generating, you know, one per every and assign it 1 second. So now I have a little. So now they are assigned to these. So 2, that would be 6 seconds, 11 seconds, and this one is 7 seconds. Okay, anyway. What were you asking? Change it over. Yeah, so if we have the one, module 1, Q1 here for 1 second, I can go in here and then I can change that. So like this. The problem is, and now pay attention, when I go to 2 here, these two have the same, 1, 1, 1, 2. So I do like this. Now that row I just increased the time of, moved down here without you seeing it. So you can see the numbers here changed. And this is terrible to work with. It's really annoying. So that's, of course, is a no-go. It doesn't work. It's completely crazy. So again, maybe there should be kind of a little edit or time icon that you click. Then a little wheel like this pops up and you can turn it, and the row you're selecting will then move up and down in this list as you're turning it around. That would make sense. What about a timer UI on phones? Would that work for other devices? What about like a timer UI on phones? Actually, when you say that, I can show you what, because I asked my brothers if they had an idea of how to easier set this time thingy. And then one of my brothers actually sent this little video of his Android phone, and that is what inspired me to do this thing. Is that what you mean, Timo? The problem, Kelsoff, because you said just sort them by module and queue. So yeah. So anyway, this one was what inspired me for doing that wheel thingy. Yeah, I can sort it by module and queue, no problem. The problem is that this sequence, I guess you want to have some kind of overview, right? So you want to see, you know, you want to see the order of things. But for sure, this entire UI is just a first draft, or actually a second or third draft, but it's not final at all because it works very, very bad. It's not very good to use. Also, I had the idea that it could be nice if you could see below, you know, between these here, there was another UI, so you could actually see what fireworks were in this module and queue. Maybe that would give some information too, but I'm not exactly sure how I can do that. But anyway, so so yeah, I could easily just sort it by these because then they would just stay as they are here. But then the time would be weird. You wouldn't see the timeline. But if we move this down, and then because I only had this idea of having an actual timeline up here, then I could maybe place them, you know, do a marker on each, you know, like in an editor, something like that. But anyway, there's also some with the performance here. Yeah, Timo, just send. You can send it in the screenshots maybe, or in or DM to me. I'm very much looking for inspiration to get some UI that is easy to use. Ah, you mean timer like on an iPhone, like where you swipe up and down? That's also a possibility. I don't think he can post in mini devlogs. Ah, okay, he can of course post as an answer, as a you know, a reply. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was the one I was thinking about. So like that. Yes, but as I think you also said before, 0.25 second is not precise enough. So what should we? So we should have 1,000 items in this millisecond list here. So you see the problem? Yeah, but that is basically what we have in there, or we could have at least. Instead of having this kind of list, I just have a knob. But right now, of course, the knob is changing everything. We could also have one for each, but you don't want to scroll to, yeah. You don't want to scroll between 1,000 milliseconds, right? This knob thing is a little quicker. And again, also think about a controller, because I'm also kind of working on controller support. And this list doesn't work well with a controller, right? Of course, you can go up and down, but you have to wait. Yeah, of course. And then the more you push up, the faster it goes. And the more you slow down, the slower it goes. And with a mouse, you could just scroll with the mouse wheel. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Let me put this in as a suggestion here, so I don't forget it. So, not a bad idea. But it's exactly stuff like this I'm working on right now. Because again, as I said, I have the timing module and queue in place in a simple version. But the UI is the challenge now. You select the one you want with the D-pad. You could also have wheels for each. Yeah, but it's... I think with a controller you will be very, very tired of doing that. I think. Oh, by the way, I changed it now, so you can see now it's slower here. I need to move it a lot more, so it's more precise now, you could say. That's pretty good. Actually works pretty good. I would just like it to maybe snap to the angles. So it feels a little more. And this is also a little slower, and this is fast. Even with a mouse, this actually works pretty good. It's just a little too small, maybe. And going in the middle here is kind of weird, but yeah, okay, scrolling with the wheel might be better actually. But I want to add that too. Okay. But I can hear it's dinner time here, so I think I will. I streamed for an hour now. That was fine. That was fine. But I actually got this. I only got it reverted and added this queue thing, but these knobs. But that was actually also the goal, to have this knob thing working. So that was pretty good. How many modules can one have? Right now it's limited to 12, but I can easily change it if I want. It's just a matter of have a different color or a different, yeah. But I will live stream again when I do this, because I really need this feedback on how to do this UI so it's easy to use. And for instance, also the UI, when something to think about too, if you want to. And these are all the challenges I have with this. If I get this going now. Where is it here? So this here. This UI here, how to structure, okay, oh, you cannot see it. Okay, maybe I could do like this. That was the wrong button. So here, so a way we could have this so it was, maybe have the module here, over here, and the queue over here, so they were next to each other. Or have another color on the queue or something, so it's easily to visually see the difference. And then the time, maybe have the ones that are 0, maybe have them like grayed out or something like that, so it's not as. Or maybe don't show them at all. Okay, you have to show them so you can see that it's seconds, but anyway. Or minutes and seconds, and yeah. I don't know. But these are the challenges I'm working with here. So any final questions for today? It would work perfect with D-pad if you move it horizontally. So you talk about, Kelsa, like the screenshot before with the timer. So you had like, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. A lower amount of module. There should be a better fuse connection tool where you can just scroll to use any amount of milliseconds instead of slowing. Yeah, but that the fuses are supposed to be IPH BRV. I don't know how to say your name, but diffusers in the game right now are supposed to be fast and easy to use. Just set it up. If you want to have specific timing, that's what this firing system is for. Yeah, please draw it, Kel'Thuzar, and send it in a DM. That would be nice. So yeah, so the medium, fast, slow, and all that is there to be simple. So it's easy to get, to use basically. So this firing system is something, that is not something you will use if you are building something fast. Because first of all, it will not be fast to use because you have to set up much more stuff. But for the ones of you who makes these more timed and bigger shows with a little more control on when things go and more predictability on when things go off, that's what this is for. So yeah, but anyway, I'm out. See you, and see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, seriously, Gonago, you joined right when I closed the stream. That was crazy. Crazy timing. But yeah, I'm out now. I'm out. That was pretty crazy. You joined right when I said goodbye. That's crazy. Crazy. Okay, but I'm actually leaving now because we need to have dinner. So yeah. See you, and see you in the next one. Bye.